Question 7 is very similar to question 6 again. We have A moving in this direction, negative, negative. We have the angle this time inside is 60. So let's set up, we're looking for the shortest distance again. So we're going to get A to the junction, see where B has gotten to over here. So we'll get the velocity of A relative to B. We'll start off with the velocity of A. So it's negative 30 by the cos of 60 in the I direction, and negative 30 by the sine of 60 in the j direction. Cos of 60 is equal to half, so that's going to be negative 15 in the I direction, and the sine of 60 is root 3 over 2, so minus 15 root 3 in the j direction. We leave it like that for now. The velocity of B is equal to minus, we're going to 40, so minus 40i. Because we're getting A to the junction, we're going to get the velocity of A relative to B, which is going to be minus 15 in the I direction, minus 40, so it's going to be 25 in the I direction, and we're going to have minus 15 root 3 in the j direction. So let's see what happens. A is traveling at 30. It's 3.5 kilometers away. So A is traveling distance over speed. So 3.5 kilometers at 30 kilometers an hour. So it's not going to take that long. That's equal to 35 over 300 divided by 57 over 60th of an hour. Okay, so you can see why it was given to us in terms of over 60. And B is traveling at 40 kilometers an hour, so 40 by 7 over 60. That will give, so it's going to be 28 over 6, just 28 over 6 kilometers. And he is 2 kilometers away at this point. So that would be 12 over 6. So 28 over 6 minus the 12 over 6 is going to give me 14 over 6 kilometers. So now I have this diagram. I have A at the junction. I have B here. I have, well, I could change that to 7 over 3. If 7 over 3 was correct, but that's actually 16. I'm just looking up here, 16 over 6, which is 8 over 3. Just change that there. 28 minus 12 is 16 and 14. Just be careful. So that's going to be 8 over 3 kilometers. 8 over 3 kilometers. So you get 2 and 2/3 kilometers. So I'm just going to do this diagram again here to give myself a bit of space. B, A. The A relative to B was positive negative, wasn't it? Positive negative up here. So down in this direction, velocity of A relative to B. We have my shortest distance here, my right angle, and theta inside. So let me see, we have the tan of theta is equal to 15 root 3 over 25, which if I divide by 5 is going to be 3 root 3 over 5. So tan of theta is 3 root 3 over 5. Well, if I get the inverse tan, it might be easier just to get the angle. The inverse tan of 3 root 3 over 5 is going to give me 46.102 degrees. Probably don't need all those decimals. So the sine of 46.102 is equal to 0.72. So we're looking at our shortest distance here. The sine of theta is equal to d O over h, which we got to be 8/3. D divided by 8/3. So 8 over 3 by the sine of 46.102 or 0.72 is going to give me 1.9215, 1.92, and we're dealing in kilometers here. And in kilometers, I'm correct to 2 decimals. If I got 2 decimals, I do. So that's the answer to this question.